Summer 1940. London, England. The Blitz. German bombers attacked every night under cover of darkness, expecting to be invisible. Instead, British night fighters shot them down with impossible accuracy. The Luftwaffe was baffled. How were the British finding bombers in complete darkness? Britain's answer: carrots. RAF pilots ate so many carrots their night vision was superhuman. The Germans believed it. They were supposed to. The truth: Britain had developed airborne radar. By 1940, RAF fighters carried AI Mark IV radar sets that could detect enemy aircraft up to 3 miles away in complete darkness. Night fighter pilot John Cunningham became an ace, shooting down 20 German bombers in months. But there was a catastrophic security problem. German spies in England could see the results. British night fighters were destroying bombers with impossible accuracy. The Luftwaffe would eventually figure out Britain had new technology. They'd develop countermeasures. The radar advantage would disappear. British intelligence needed a cover story, something plausible that explained the impossible success rate without revealing the truth. Enter the British Ministry of Food and RAF propaganda officers. They launched a coordinated disinformation campaign around pilot John Cunningham, nicknamed Cat's Eyes Cunningham, for his night vision. The story: Cunningham's exceptional eyesight came from eating massive amounts of carrots, rich in vitamin A, which improved night vision. The British press ran enthusiastic articles about the carrot diet. Posters appeared everywhere. Carrots keep you healthy and help you see in the blackout. The Ministry of Food published carrot recipes: carrot jam, carrot fudge, carrot curry. Doctors gave interviews explaining the science of how beta-carotene converts to vitamin A and improves vision. It was all technically true. Vitamin A does help maintain healthy eyesight. Severe vitamin A deficiency does cause night blindness. But eating extra carrots beyond normal dietary needs doesn't give you superhuman night vision. That's not how human biology works. Germany didn't know that. Or rather, they suspected it wasn't true, but they couldn't risk ignoring it. The genius of the carrot lie was its plausibility. It wasn't obviously false, like saying British pilots had developed telepathy or could see infrared. It was based on real nutritional science, just exaggerated beyond actual effect. German intelligence investigated. They found British medical journals from the 1920s discussing vitamin A and night vision, legitimate research that predated the war. They found farming reports showing Britain had surplus carrots due to wartime agriculture policies. True and convenient for the cover story. They intercepted genuine letters from RAF pilots mentioning carrot consumption, because British intelligence made sure pilots wrote them. The Luftwaffe faced a dilemma. If the carrot story was true, they could give their pilots the same advantage. If it was false and just propaganda, they'd look foolish investigating it. Either way, it distracted from the real question: what technology was Britain actually using? So Germany conducted their own carrot experiments. They fed Luftwaffe pilots increased beta-carotene. They measured night vision improvements, which were minimal to non-existent. They wasted months of research time chasing a nutritional dead end while British radar technology improved. Meanwhile, the carrot campaign solved a massive domestic problem Britain never intended to address. Britain was starving. German U-boats were sinking supply ships. Food rationing was severe. The government needed citizens to eat whatever could be grown domestically and stop demanding imported foods. Carrots grew easily in British soil. Farmers produced huge surpluses, but nobody particularly wanted to eat them in massive quantities. The carrot propaganda changed that. If carrots helped you see during blackouts when German bombers attacked, suddenly they weren't just a vegetable. They were patriotic, life-saving, essential. Consumption skyrocketed. The Ministry of Food kept publishing recipes because citizens kept demanding them. Dr. Carrot became a cartoon character in government posters. Children sang songs about carrots in school. Britain accidentally created one of history's most successful public health campaigns while running a military deception operation. The war ended. Radar was declassified. The truth came out. British night fighter success had nothing to do with carrots and everything to do with technology. But by then, the carrot myth had embedded itself in popular culture. Parents worldwide told children that carrots improved eyesight. The myth appeared in school textbooks. Doctors repeated it to patients because everyone knew it was true. Even after nutritional scientists published studies in the 1950s and 60s proving that excess beta-carotene doesn't improve normal vision, the myth persisted. It's still taught today. Go ask 10 random people if carrots improve vision. Most will say yes. Britain's wartime lie became permanent truth in public consciousness because it was close enough to real science to sound credible and simple enough for everyone to understand and remember. The Luftwaffe eventually figured out Britain had radar, but not until 1941, a full year after the technology was deployed. That year of confusion, of German intelligence chasing carrot consumption data while British radar improved, gave the RAF crucial time to refine their systems and training. German night fighter development lagged behind Britain's by 18 months, partially because they were investigating the wrong solution. When Germany finally deployed comparable radar systems, British countermeasures were already in development. Meanwhile, Soviet intelligence, reading the same British propaganda, also investigated carrots and nutrition. Post-war Soviet dietary guidelines emphasized beta-carotene for pilots, a policy that continued into the Cold War based on British wartime deception. The lie outlived its purpose by decades and spread far beyond its intended target. The best deception isn't completely false. It's mostly true with one critical lie buried inside. Britain didn't invent the carrot myth from nothing. They took real science, exaggerated one aspect, and let Germany draw the wrong conclusions. Sometimes the most effective weapon is making your enemy waste time solving a problem that doesn't exist.